张牙舞爪健身操，祝您健康步步高，噜的。
Just to be clear, I've read all of the Lord of the Rings books and all of A Song of Ice and Fire. I like both. I respect both. But what really gets under my skin is the way some Lord of the Rings fans act like their favorite books are the holy Bible of fiction, as if no one's allowed to say anything critical without being labeled a heretic. So this video, it's not hate, it's a reality check. And if that bothers you, maybe you're not here for stories. Maybe you're just here for comfort. 11 reasons why A Song of Ice and Fire is totally better than The Lord of the Rings? AKA, why Gandalf stans need to grow up. Look, inventing a language doesn't make your story better. It makes you a great linguist, not a better writer. Tolkien fans treat Elvish like it's some kind of divine proof of genius. But deep characters, moral complexity, systems that break under pressure, that's what makes a story hit. George R.R. Martin didn't just build a language. He did that and built a world that feels alive, cruel, unfair, like the real one. If you think invented grammar is more impressive than writing human beings who feel real, maybe you don't actually care about stories. And that's fine. Just don't pretend your juvenile trash hits harder than a knife in the dark. Number 1. A Song of Ice and Fire is for adults. Lord of the Rings is for kids, let's not pretend. Lord of the Rings is a great story, if you're 12. It's all friendship saves the world and the power of hope and shit. A Song of Ice and Fire is your dad just got beheaded, your sister's missing, winter's coming, and you owe the Iron Bank 3 million dragons. One is a fairy tale, the other is basically medieval Breaking Bad. Number 2. Martin writes actual human beings. Tolkien writes unrealistic action heroes. Let's be real. Tyrion Lannister? Complex, hilarious, damaged. Jaime Lannister? Literal incestuous war criminal you somehow kind of end up rooting for in the 4th book. Frodo? Just a tired little guy who cries for 3 books. Aragorn? Perfect. Always noble, great hair, and has a personality of a cardboard box. The Fellowship feels like a D&D party you made in high school. Oh, sorry, middle school. Martin's characters feel like they could blackmail you and ruin your life. Number 3. War actually sucks, like in real life. In A Song of Ice and Fire, war means rape, starvation, PTSD, and corpses rotting in the river. In The Lord of the Rings, war means big speeches and slow-motion horse charges. One shows you the cost of power, the other feels like kids playing with wooden swords. Number 4. The politics in Westeros would make Machiavelli cry. In Middle-earth, politics is basically, the king is sick, let's give him a sword and some love. We can save him by the power of friendship. In Westeros, Littlefinger's out here running a chaos economy. Varys has a network of child spies, and there are no good guys. It's like House of Cards, but with more dragons and fewer sexual boundaries. Number 5. Magic doesn't just save you, it saves you with a cost. In The Lord of the Rings, Gandalf shows up like, don't worry, I got this, and boom, problem solved. In A Song of Ice and Fire, magic is like a cursed monkey paw. You use it and suddenly your baby is a shadow demon, and your king will die in 7 days. It's not calling bullshit names for spells. It's ominous and secretive, with a fog of war. Number 6. Death means something. The main character of the first book, Ned Stark, dies in the first book. Robb Stark, the king in the north, dies.
The Lannisters send their regards.
Oberyn dies in the worst way imaginable. When someone dies in A Song of Ice and Fire, you feel it. Your jaw drops. You stare at the wall. You question your life. And you actually feel it. In The Lord of the Rings, Gandalf falls off a bridge, glows up, and comes back like, hey guys, I'm whiter now.
Show yourself!
Bro, no. Number 7. Martin's world actually works. Tolkien's world just vibes. Tolkien gave us beautiful maps, he invented Elvish languages, he wrote songs for hobbits to sing while walking barefoot for 3 movies. That's all cool if you're into decorative world building. But Martin built an actual functioning society. There are taxes, there are debts, there's inflation, famine, bankruptcy, and literal bankers who will absolutely start a war if you miss a payment. In A Song of Ice and Fire, supply chains matter. Grain has to be shipped. Armies need to be fed. Winter cuts off roads. Ports freeze. Trade collapses. There's inheritance law, land disputes, succession crises, and enough petty, noble drama to fill a whole season of Succession. If someone dies without a male heir, 10 cousins show up with forged birth records, and 5 of them try to kill each other. Westeros is held together by duct tape, paranoia, and wine. Meanwhile, in The Lord of the Rings, Aragorn just becomes king one day. No election, no council, no messy claims. Just, you dropped your sword, Your Majesty. There's no food system, no taxes, no economy. Everyone just lives, somehow, on vibes. You could actually simulate Westeros in Crusader Kings 2, and it would work. Middle-earth? Good luck simulating a kingdom with 0 toilets, 0 money, and exactly 1 woman per province. One world feels like a functioning, dangerous, realistic feudal society. The other feels like a very pretty Renaissance fair, run by elves who don't age and men who never sweat. Number 8. No plot armor. Martin will kill your favorite character in the middle of their redemption arc. Tolkien kills Boromir, which was a jobber character to begin with for whatever reason, and then treats everyone else like sacred NPCs. Sam survives a giant spider and a volcano. Okay, sure. In Westeros, if you sneeze near the wrong noble, you're dead before breakfast. Number 9. Real women exist and do things. Cersei, scary, sexy political monster. Arya, murder child. Brienne, a tank with feelings. In The Lord of the Rings, women are either A, sad and beautiful, B, waiting for their boyfriend, C, Awen, who had one cool moment and then got married off like a side quest. Number 10. It's actually saying something. Tolkien, good will always triumph over evil. Orcs are so ugly and evil, and good guys are always beautiful and harmless looking. Martin, actual good guy gets stabbed to death, evil gets promoted. And if you don't play the game or you are not strong enough, you die. One tells you what you want to hear. The other tells you how the world actually works. Number 11. Lord of the Rings is more popular. Because it's easier. Let's be honest. Yeah. The Lord of the Rings is more mainstream because it's simple, it's digestible, it's comfort food with elves. A Song of Ice and Fire is niche because it expects you to have brain cells. It doesn't care if you're comfortable, it wants you uncomfortable. It's not the Big Mac of fantasy, it's that expensive 20-course meal that makes you rethink your childhood. And let's be real, The Lord of the Rings has more fans because people love clear, good versus evil stories. And those people doesn't have fully developed brains. Like I said at the start, I've read both. I like both. But liking something doesn't mean pretending it's flawless. And loving a story doesn't mean worshiping it like scripture. A Song of Ice and Fire dares to show the world as it is. The Lord of the Rings shows it as we wish it were. There's room for both. But if your love for Tolkien means shouting down everything that came after, maybe the problem isn't the books. Maybe it's you.